Shidim Shari, Monday, June 10th, 2024. Okay, the weekend stream market review was stopped short because Thinkorswim slash Schwab decided to shut down for maintenance for 24 hours. So let's talk about the financial, the sector that I was supposed to talk about at the time of the breakdown, shutdown. Alrighty, let's take a look at, let's start out with V. Alright, so I drew in the fib. This is, once again, I'm trying to incorporate the fib in as many charts as I can for education purpose, as well as, getting better at using it. So as with many charts, drawing the fib is an art as well, as far as where is the starting point. Okay, there's a couple of, first off, I'm using this point right here as the starting point. Why? A breakout. Okay, a breakout. Now I'm just leaving it here just to show. Okay, there's a couple of different spots. One is down here, right? The support, where it bounced off many times, right? So that's one starting point. Next up, you can use that one, which kind of line up where you can see why it came down and bounced here, right? At the 50% fib. As far as Visa, would I buy right here? The answer is no, not right now, but it's always on my watch list. Okay, as far as Visa, I probably trade Visa more than MasterCard. Not sure why. It's just that it's on my radar more. I do watch both, but let's take this out. Let's remove this fib. Remove drawing. Okay, so let's do a different one. Let's say you want to start right here because the high was here, and then you get the breakout right there, right? That's where you want to do the fib instead of the other spot that I had before. So let's do that and see what happens. This is fresh for me. I have not done this, so I want to do it live just to see how things line up. 290.96 right there. Okay, so now does it make things look nicer as far as lineup? Give or take. I don't think it's any better than the other spot because sure, at the 50 fib, it's kind of show the support, didn't quite get to the golden ratio, right? So as always, you know what I mean? When you draw your fib, draw a couple. That's the main takeaway here, okay? Draw a couple. Don't just draw one and say, that's it, that's the best fib, right? So draw a couple to see how things line up. For example, let's do this one before we go. One more, okay? The key is trying to figure out what's the bot is using, okay? Now, is this one better using this key support? Perhaps, okay, because it's kind of lined up a little bit better as far as the 38.2 fib here. The way I like to use it, or trying to find the best fib drawing, is I want to see a sharp reaction of a fib. Doesn't have to be right on the fib, but I like to see a sharp reaction. So this is probably the best one of the three that I've shown so far, because no doubt it came down, seemed like a middle of nowhere, right? If you don't draw the fib and you see this, you're like, oh, it's below the 20, it's below the 100, TA is breaking down, I'm not touching it. Well, guess what? Nice move here from 267 to 280, right? That's a nice 10% move, right? Who's gonna ignore that nice 10% move? This is just another example of why using the moving average alone is not good enough. Okay, so stop quoting the MA as the only reason why you should buy or sell something. So stop it. Look for confluence. Goldman Sachs. I don't need to draw a fib here to see that it's way high, too high. Definitely a no-no. Okay, if you have it, I'm out. I've been out. Okay, we love Goldman Sachs here. We start trimming here, and then we trim. Okay, it's in rare air here. Let's see. How far can we go? Okay, so now, where would be the spot to buy? Okay, I'm gonna draw in another line right there. Okay, previous high, breakout. Okay, so if you see a retracement, first of all, I'm gonna put in an alert right around the 50 so that I know it is at the 50. And then we can talk about it if we get there, okay? Breakdown. There we go. So if it get there, I might nip, but for sure, 426, okay? Yeah, that's the spot that it should be support, because that would be the total check back on the previous high 3 years ago. Okay, so yeah, support will come in. Okay, there. Bank of America, it's time to go. Yeah, it's Bank of America I was all bullish here on this breakout over key. Okay, and then sure, it came back and test, but now it's a no. Okay, same thing here. You can set a alert, but 37, yeah, I buy 37, 36, 37, 36. That's the zone that will be all into Bank of America. Morgan Stanley, which I like a lot down here, right? I was very bullish in the low 80s. Low 80s, mid 80s, I was all in there. And we got the 15% plus move. It's over, it's done. I got out at 100 completely. So I was very happy with that move, okay? Very happy with that move. And now it's back. Now, would I buy at 94? Yeah. I have a buy order in at 94.4. Okay. I have an alert at 94.85 just so I know it's getting close. Now, would I throw in an order to nibble at the 50? Yeah, I could, but right now I have a 94.4. That order has been in since last week when the 50 was down there, but now the 50 is rising, so I might add another order in at 94.7 and leave the 94.4 as is. At the same time, I also have an order below 91. I can't remember exact because I put that order, I revise that order like once every 2 weeks or so. So last time I put that order was like 90.5, okay? And of course, it's been rising. Now it's 91, so I might raise that order up to 91 at the 100. But yeah, if there is juice on the put spread, I would down there. See this right here? See this trend line? Touch there, touch there. Yeah, I like it, okay? That would be a no-brainer. On a big pullback into 91-ish, I'll go big, okay? I would buy back everything that I trim up there. Everything that I trim between 95 and 100, I'd be gladly take back at 91, okay? Gladly. Is that everything that I have in mind from financial? One more, KRE. Haven't talked about KRE in a long time because that was better play, right? Compared to Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs. Is it a surprise that those two charts look a lot better than KRE? So that was a right move to focus on Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, and Goldman Sachs over KRE. But it is back at support, 200, okay? Let's do the fib. Let's start with this one here from the low, 37.66-ish. Let's do a fib. Let's see if there's any reason to be bullish on KRE. 40, 54, 47. Kind of in the middle of nowhere. So that fib is kind of not a big deal. Sure, the 50, you can look at the 50 and say, yeah, I guess that's not a bad looking fib spot, right? Because you have fairly good rejection near that point, give or take. So yeah, would I buy here? I say buy 46. Sell put 45, right? Where will you go all in if you want to go bigger? Down in the 44, okay? Assuming that's the right fib that the bots are using. Now let's remove this drawing. Let's see if we can find a better spot for a fib, which is right here, right? Right at the breakout. Breakout and support, right? Support. So a good spot to do that would be right there. So let's see what this fib look like. 54.47 right there. Oh. Well, it should not be a surprise, right? Because if you start right where the support is, then it should be 100%, right? Now, is this a better fib? I say no, okay? Because yeah, this fib would be completely useless as far as I'm concerned, because it's not. This is not. Okay, so we try, but the key example here is try. Okay, don't do just one. Do a multiple just to see which one fit better. And that's it for this week, or for today at least. It's gonna be an interesting Wednesday and Thursday. Big econ data. You got CPI, PPI, jobless claim. I think the market, sure, there's econ data today and tomorrow, but I think whatever happened today and tomorrow will be negated by what's going on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you can, trim, raise your cash, right? It's time between now and the end of the month. For the next 20 days, it is cash raising time. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I'm taking my cash from 15%, hopefully to 20, if not 25%. That's the goal. The minimum 20, maximum 25% going into earning season. Okay, so that's my goal for the next 20 days, is to raise my cash from 15 to at least 20 to 25%.